Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Ward. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Quez Watkins, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in Hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. With it is Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 2nd and very short, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on 2nd down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a play fake. Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. That'll be caught. It's Rager. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Brady going to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. It's Miller, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson.
Well, still getting quite a bit here, several scores, but at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Now it's Brady. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2.
Double tight. Hey, we got four down. Check. Safe.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Badgley able to punch this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at the 34.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Wait, that 53! What we got? What we got? What we got? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On first down, it's Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
A give to Jones. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On play action, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Now they get a 4th quarter. Something to hang on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Yeah, he's got it.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. He does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, fellas.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Brady's throw there complete.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Check back 50. Watch the safety creep. Quick the edge. Let me do.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw, it's Brady.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Check 99. Kill.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.